What's the latest with J.J. Watt?
I saw this morning, I forget it. I think John Clayton reported it, that he's down to Green Bay, Tennessee, or Buffalo, all of which seem to be very logical candidates. And I think if it comes down to money, he probably won't take Green Bay. But I think if it comes down to his heart, he would take Green Bay. I just don't know right now how seriously Green Bay is taking this. I know that I interviewed him a couple of years ago when Houston was practicing in Green Bay. And I'm telling you, this is totally bizarre for a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL. J.J. Watt was starstruck practicing on the same grounds that he had watched his Green Bay Packer heroes practice when he used to come up and watch training camp when he was a boy growing up outside of Milwaukee.
I love that story because it's so rare that a player actually acts human when it comes to that kind of thing, that he would actually take the time. I mean, it shows that other side. The cool thing about that day, what I'll never forget, is that he got this, and it's online. You can see it if you just Google, I don't know, Peter King, J.J. Watt, Green Bay. You'd probably find on YouTube this NBC Sport, or maybe it's on NBCSports.com, this video I did with him, but it just, he gets this faraway look in his eyes like, this is one of the coolest days I've ever had in sports. And this was an August practice on the fields across the street from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and people who have been there know it's outside the Don Hudson practice center that Green Bay practices in. And they have their training camp on these outdoor fields. And J.J. Watt was just thrilled to be there. So you could see him riding a bike next year. You could see him picking up a kid's bike and riding it.
I could definitely see it. Do you realize he did ride a bike that day and broke the seat? And he felt so bad for the kid that he Venmo'd the kid's mother the money to replace the bike.
All right, Peter, we have a theme going on because yesterday when Michael Irvin was on, he basically confessed to stealing, I don't know how many bikes when he was a kid, right, in Florida.
A lot of bikes.
A lot of bikes. So we have the theme now of Michael Irvin stealing bikes and T.J. Watt breaking bikes. I think we should maybe start discussing cycling next. I'm starting to think that we have a theme going on here, Peter. Because, listen.
Maybe after his football career, he'll do a Tour de France spin or something like that.
Can you imagine how ridiculous T.J. Watt would look? I mean, riding a bike or in a Tour de France thing. I think it makes. I don't know if I want to vision that.
Ridiculous. They'd have to get a pretty big bike.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.